Hello, campers, and welcome to Camp Half-BloodCast.
We're about to embark on some of the most noble quests of our lifetime, filled with monsters, gods, and most importantly, heroes.
But before we begin, I think it's only fair that as your camp counselors, we introduce ourselves.
I'm Suz.
And I'm Lea. So, Suz, what was your first introduction to the Percy Jackson books?
My first introduction was actually... I watched the film first, believe it or not. And it was just so interesting and exciting. And I always loved Greek mythology. And it was like, oh my God, I want to see more. But obviously there was no films being produced, or even that they were planning to do the second one, I think. But it was nowhere near to be actually out there. So I was just like, okay. And then I found out that it was actually a book. And I was so happy. And obviously I started reading. How about you?
I think it was the same.
No, that's the most boring answer ever.
I know, but I think my friend actually had a pirated version of the film.
Oh, wow.
And she lent the DVD to me.
I've seen it in cinema.
I did not. Basically, yeah. So I found out they were books and I just ate them up. Like I read them so fast. And then I went to the cinema to see Sea of Monsters, but It was bad.
Let's not talk about it.
No. Anyway.
Okay. So what would you say is your favorite book?
Titan's Curse.
That was fast.
Titan's Curse, there's no doubt. I mean, we try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but I do think it has a huge impact on Percy's journey and how he sees himself going forward. And for me, it also just comes with the greatest character introductions. So,
okay,
what about you?
The Battle of Labyrinth, and I think the reason why is just because it's structured a little bit differently. It's it takes place in a very interesting world. I don't want to say too much, but it's just quite different than other books, and I like that about it. It was just like a bit of a discovery as well. I don't know how to talk about it without talking about specifics, so let's just stick with that.
No, but that's so true. It's actually so true. I didn't think about that.
Okay.
And what's your favorite character and why?
Luke. I love Luke. He's the best character ever. We don't get enough of him, and I would just read a saga purely on Luke, and I Luke, yeah. And also, I have a crush on a fictional character. It's just,
I think we all do.
I have a crush on Luke. Even though, things happen, I'm not going to say. But, before I turn red, which one's your favourite?
I think mine kind of comes as a pair. Artemis and Apollo are my favorite characters. I wanted to be Artemis so bad when I was a kid. I wanted to be a hunter. I was just like, this is me. And then going on with a fictional character crush, Apollo was introduced, and I was like, I could never have been a hunter. Because I was like, I love him.
Yeah. I mean, if you would be Artemis, then that's a bit tricky.
Yeah, well, the Greeks.
Oh yeah,
they were weird about that.
Incense and stuff.
But no, genuinely, I mean, I felt the same, I think, as you when I was reading the first series and was like, I need more, and I got more.
You got more.
I did get more.
Not fair.
But yeah, that's me. I think what's most funny about most of these things is actually how we met.
Yeah, I think so. It's so crazy because I remember going on my break. It was my first week in London, and I was so lonely. And then you were just intimidating.
I'm so
I don't
sorry.
know.
I don't know this about myself, but I've been told a lot.
Just because you're loud.
I'm so sorry. This is a real test. And testimony. Jesus. Gods.
Yeah, no Jesus here. No, but that's the thing. I was sitting on my break, eating my lunch, and then you started talking to me, And how was that?
I actually genuinely think I said to you, I'm so sorry. I can't talk right now. I'm reading. Like, we were both on break at the same time. So we met at work. Just to clarify, we were at work. We were in this world's underworld. It was terrible. But it was like a real life manifestation. But I said to you, I think, I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't talk. Like, I know you're new and I should be talking, but I can't talk because I'm reading a book. And then I think you were like,
what book?
And I said, oh, you probably don't know it. I'm reading Percy Jackson.
And I went,
exactly. And
I think it progressed to us talking about who our godly parents are.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think it was also a lot of like, I hope you can't hear my stomach rumbling. But no. I think, yeah, it was like, it started out as like, who's your favorite character?
Yeah. And then who would think would be your god? Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to progress?
Yeah, let's progress.
So now before we go join Percy on his trip to New York,
I think we need to drop our things back in our cabins. But before we can do that, we need to get claimed
by our godly parents. Now, in the olden days, you'd have to wait around to get claimed, but in these more modern times, we have them in our phones.
How exciting.
Very exciting. I'm about to have an identity crisis, everyone, if I'm not who I
Tell us who you want to be.
No, I want to say, I think that the test has been changed. I can see it has been added in 2020. Back in the day, it was another test. I don't think it was like ideal work environment as a first kind of question. And back then, I was cabin 7.
Okay.
And my dear father, Apollo in the sky, claim me. Yeah, I just think if I'm not from cabin 7, then my whole life will have been a lie.
You are. I mean, we'll see in just a second. Okay, let's do it.
So, what's your ideal work environment? The options are flexible and remote friendly, open and transparent, dynamic and fast-paced, collaborative and team-oriented, well-organized and efficient, quiet and focused. What are you going to take?
Dynamic and fast-paced.
Okay, mine is open and transparent.
Okay. What's your preferred way to deal with a difficult co-worker? I can't say co-worker.
Co-worker. I know.
Find common ground, ignore them, offer assistance and support, practice patience and empathy, consult with a superior, become even more difficult.
I will say my most toxic trait is I will become more difficult.
I know you would. Yeah.
I believe you give, like, you get what you give, and if you're annoying, just believe me, I will be more annoying.
If I'm being honest, I would ignore them.
Yeah, you would. I think it's also like because we work together, I'm like, I know what you do.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, which of these hobbies is most likely to become your next career? Podcasting. Music, athletics, painting, creating video content, writing.
Well, creating video content, I mean, podcasting seems a bit too on the nose.
I mean, I'm definitely creating video content at the moment.
We just kind of like do that in different ways. Then.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. How do you handle a boring job? Set goals and challenges, focus on personal growth, commiserate with colleagues, focus on the bigger picture, take regular breaks, quit and find a new job. That's ideal.
I commiserate with colleagues, I think.
Me too.
What is commiserating? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take regular breaks. As if. Okay.
If we end in the same cabin, it's about to become
No!
Which of these unusual jobs would you choose to pursue as a career? Professional puzzle solver, professional food taster, professional sleep consultant, ice cream flavor developer, professional Lego builder, paranormal investigator.
God.
I would become a paranormal investigator. Not because I'm super brave, but because I think I just would. That is what I want to answer.
I think Lego building could be fun.
That's fair. I want to go to haunted places.
Go for it. What's your go-to excuse for calling in sick? Allergic reaction, dental emergency, stomach bug, dog ran away, food poisoning, you had a bad dream last night.
So I will be honest and say I have never used any of these as an excuse.
I'd say stomach bug.
Oh, I have never used stomach bug as an excuse. I don't have a dog. I don't have allergies. Dental emergency. I had dental emergencies and food poisoning. But actually, I had a dream 2 nights ago where I had like holes in my legs with like a slimy film growing over it, and there was raspberries growing within my leg in these holes, and then my tooth fell out in my dream, and I feel like I should have been allowed to call in sick because of a bad dream.
Yeah, after that one, yeah.
So I'll take that one.
Okay.
What's your preferred method of communication with coworkers? Email, Slack, Zoom, text, yelling across the office. I'd rather keep to myself.
Yelling across the office.
I like texting people. I will text people in the kitchen. Don't tell my boss, but I will.
How do you balance your work and professional life? Spread out vacation days. Don't check emails after a certain time. Practice self-care. Set clear boundaries. Turn off notifications for the night and weekends. Play games while no one is looking.
I think I don't check. I'm good at setting boundaries, I think. And I'm also don't check email after a certain time in both of those.
I don't have any balance whatsoever, but ideally I would turn off notifications on nights and weekends.
Yeah, I do this. Oh my god! Is
Not
it not
yet?
yet? Oh my god, I'm so scared. I don't know how many questions there is. I'm like terrified. How do you deal with a difficult boss? Keep to yourself. Just smile and nod. Take initiative and stand up for yourself. Vent with coworkers. Cry in the bathroom. Look for a new job.
Look for a new job.
I smile and nod.
Okay. You first.
My godly parent is Apollo, which unlocks a whole other problem, but that's fine.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm in love with my...
Don't say that.
Good work. Based on your responses, you have been claimed by Apollo. Go ahead and make yourself at home in cabin 7. Train well, don't forget to brush your teeth occasionally, and try not to get sent on a quest. They tend to shorten your lifespan. Your activities director, Kyron.
I got the same message, just a different cabin number, and it's cabin 6. So we're neighbours, and I've been claimed by Athena.
I'm not surprised.
I am a little bit.
I mean... No, because you're quite analytical, and I think you're you see things in a smart way.
Thank you.
I'm here for the vibes. Now, thank you so much for following along for a brief little introduction.
Should we ask our producer Mel?
Mel, what's your cabin?
I've been claimed by Athena.
Athena.
2 Athenas. I mean, I'm glad for myself to be working with smart people, but
You are. That means that we're siblings.
There's a deep problem here in this place, both for me and for you.
Let's not get into that.
No, we're not gonna unpack that. Anyway, I hear the taxi's leaving. We're gonna go find Percy.
Excited?
I'm very excited. Are you?
I'm very excited too. Okay, time to wrap it up.
Yeah, we begin our story in New York.
See you soon. Oh, no, they're not going to see us. They're going to hear us. Okay, I don't know how...
They're going to see us too, aren't they?
I don't know how to end a podcast.
Archery lessons are free. See you there. I just spat as well. That was great. Bye. Is that Mr. D?
Cut.